Hello, everybody. My name is Tucker, and welcome to First Look here at the Fisher Online. Right now, with the Russian Fishing 4 servers offline for some maintenance, I figured it is Steam sale started today. This was on sale, so I figured I'd give it a try. So I've logged in. I haven't moved really from where you start. I did go ahead and buy the DLC. It was I think $20 for the game and all the DLC. So we'll see what this comes from or where this goes. Right now, it's the first look. We'll see. I'm definitely not going to be doing a daily video on it unless I remove part of what I do for Russian Fishing 4, but figured I'd give it a try. So you do start out with a couple of rods. You start off with a bolognese or match type rod. So this is a float rod with a reel. You start off with a spinning rod, and there's two different spinners. You got a spinner and a spoon in your inventory here. So let's go ahead and move that over to 3. And then this trailer here is your shop. So you can open that up. And I was looking through a little bit before I got started here for options. We can get a second float rod we only have 5 cents, 0.05 silver, whatever you want to call it. So it's kind of just poking through here. And we can get a second float rod for basically nothing. So I think I'm going to go ahead and buy that. We did have some extra line. This is a 2 kilo rod. We did have some 1K line. So I think that'll work. The only thing we don't have is a float. So we can get a feather for 0.1. And I think we actually had some hooks already in our inventory. So if you press I, you can pull up your inventory here. So put that in 2, click the gear, put one of our set a line on, put a float on, put a hook on. So we got tiny size 0 hooks. Bait, do we only have that or... Interesting, it had put all 100 worms, or it was showing all 100 worms on this one rod. I wonder now if I can use worms. I can. Let's go ahead and do worms on it as well. So I have never played this game. I literally bought it about 15 minutes ago, just downloaded it. So watched a couple of quick videos to get an idea. One difference between Russian Fishing 4 and the Fish Online is there is a quest system. So if you press Q as in Quebec or Q as in quests, you pull up your phone here and you can choose quests. And one thing you always want to do is grab the daily quest. So take it. And then here's kind of your equivalent of cafe orders on Russian Fishing 4. So there's the time limit left. It looks like this is just going to be 112 silver. So that wouldn't be bad if we can get 8 crucians in 12 hours. We need 7 kilos of fish, 7.5 kilos of fish for the daily. This doesn't look like it says anything other than we just need 8 of them. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that. And we're just going to go give it a try and see what happens. So if you press 1, you pull out your rod. I think plus and minus again sets the depth. So we're going to start off at 1. We'll cast that out. And then I've set my keybinds up similar to what I have on Russian Fishing 4, where I can just set it down with my mouse. This one we won't be able to cast out as far because it's more of kind of your standard telestick. It's also a flip of a depth of 1 meter on it as well. And then I don't know, let's just throw the spinner off over this way. So similar to Russian Fishing 4, you hold R and you can change your rotation speed, but we already had a fish on. I only just clicked to lock it, And we got ourselves a 420 gram roach to start the day. So we'll keep that. And that counts for our daily quest. So you can hold R to switch your speed. Let's just start with 40 and do uniform guiding or just kind of a straight reel. Looks like rod 1 is getting a bite again. From what I've heard, it's a little more forgiving on float fishing than Russian Fishing 4. Russian Fishing 4, you usually have to be right on top of it. Here, it seems like you don't have to be quite as on top of it, but nice small perch to start. You have to say the reeling sound is a bit weird for me. Doesn't sound quite right. Let's slow it down to 30 and just see what that does. Cast it straight out. So 30 is actually hitting the bottom. So we may need to go a little faster. Although it only did at one point, so I'm wondering if that's, it's hitting the bottom again as I'm saying that. For me, the graphics are a little flashy too. It's not exactly. I don't know if I'm not pulling 40 or 60 frames a second or what, but it seems like my screen is not keeping up with graphics. I don't think you all are seeing it, at least looking up at OBS. Another small roach. It's interesting that the Telestick has done absolutely nothing. Let's bring that in and just recast it. Sorry about that. That's better for me. The screen was very, very flashing, kind of screen tearing, so that's still not super good. Silverbream. Not bad. Small little gudgeon. Interesting that no crucians. That's unfortunate so far. We may have to switch over to bread. There's a fish on spinning. First bite here. Nice perch there. Definitely is a little more forgiving of floating. It is right click to pick up and reel in the telestick, which is different. So something I've got to get used to. Another gudgeon. Nope. Messed that one up. First miss of the day. That one was on me. Well, we got a bite and then it let go. I think I might be glad it let go. Either that or we were snagged and got it freed. Another gudgeon. Rough. It's that time of day. There's our first crucian. So it is like Russian Fishing 4 in that you roll your mouse wheel to adjust the friction brake. Another perch. Nope, that was my fault. We might have gotten a fish on while I stopped reeling there. It looks like we did. Yep. Little perch. Pulled that out of the fish's mouth. Got another fish. Another perch. All right, now that we know what we're catching, let's go look at the quests. We can't take another one of these. So two 269 gram perches will get us some leeches. I think we can try that. Nice crucian there, 409 gram. Our second for our quest. Yep, that was my fault. Yeah, the reeling in sound is weird. Doesn't sound like an actual reel to me. Another bream. Another rough. Looks like Rod 1's got something. It's definitely a lot more forgiving of float fishing. Roach. don't understand the tension bar yet. I'm gonna have to look into that. Does seem like time passes slower. And the sounds are a lot louder, I just realized. I'll turn them down after this fish. I hadn't looked up to see that yet. Also, I haven't had a good fish on yet. I think I might have worn whatever this is out. Just can I get it up on land is the next question. A 2.5 kilo Wells catfish. All right, that seems like a good fish. I don't know, but that was a big fish. We're now at 5 kilos of our 7.5 kilo goal for the day. All right, that might have been too much. Of course. Server restarts in 5 minutes. The way things have gone, I'm not surprised. Well, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how long a server restart typically is. I don't know what's going to happen to the quests we have. I don't know. Be interesting. All right, I got to configure the key to put my rod away because it's not what I want. Well, it seems like we made a decent amount. So we can only hold 20 fish. Good to know. I think we sell what we got. It looks like that's going to be 10 silver. Yep, that was 10 silver. I think that means we could actually buy a bottom rod, but I don't know. Another rough. Is there a flashlight key? That makes sense. P for flashlight. Obviously, that was a joke. It explains why I didn't find it before now. Decent roach. We're going to be so close to getting our daily done before the downtime. Little frog, 100-gram frog. So it's about 7 o'clock my time. I'm going to pause the video here when I finish reeling this in. We'll see how long the downtime is, and we'll go from there. Hopefully it's not too long, and we can get back to fishing here. Since we're only 1.2 kilo away, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what that's going to do for our daily quests, for any of our quests, or anything like that. Haven't looked that much into the game yet. But we got a rough there, and we're back to the intro screen. So, gonna pause. I'll be back in just a second. All right, we're back. It was down just about 5 minutes, so not too bad at all. Looks like we kept everything that we had caught between then and now, too, so I'll take that. Is there a map on my phone at all, just out of curiosity? That shows fish. Oh, this is kind of cool. It shows you what type of fish they are, too. Profile records, travel, stored, reels. Don't really see a map. No, Okay. Good fish. Nice little silver bream. All right, so it's a little before 7:10 and 1:30 in the morning. I'm curious what the time scale is. Large leech. I don't know if I sell that, if I can use it for bait. I don't know. It's a big fish. And we broke our line. Kind of had a feeling that was going to happen on that fish. That was a big one. But I don't know. We'll see what we're going to do about that. Let's go back and look at. Well, let's sell the other fish we've gotten. This looks like another 3 fish. That large leech is evidently kind of a trophy type thing. Interesting. It looks like white, green, blue, just based on the color there. I'm going to keep that for now. So we've got 13 silver. I'm curious what is available from a feeder rod perspective. So for 10 silver, or 10 in-game monies, we can buy an 8 kilo capable rod. I think we have to do this. We'll probably need some line. Line is expensive. Line is very expensive. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. And again, I have not looked at this at all. I'm figuring it out as we go here. So hooks are pretty reasonable priced. And it looks like you buy a blob of them, not just one. Yeah, you get 3 hooks for each purchase. Okay. Fake bait. Worms are 8 silver for 30. All right. Well, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace that float for now just because we only have 1 kilo line and I'd like to be able to afford better line. It's saying we have 2 of these that is a break strength of 3 kilo though. We don't have another reel. I didn't even think about that either. So yeah, we're not going to do this yet. So it used up our whole 100 meters of line when it broke. I don't like that. I do not like that at all. That's kind of dumb. So it's saying, what I'm complaining about there is it's saying that when I put line on, it's 100 meters of line. We broke it, didn't have 100 meters out, but all 100 meters of it appears to be gone. So, I don't know. That's frustrating to me. Kind of rough that it swam all the way to shore while we were gone. I did put bread on rod 2, and I keep hitting F, which is evidently the keep net instead of D. Good to know that. So another roach. Another roach. Another rough. So I think that lunch bag looking thing is our keep net over there on the right. Another small roach. Another roach. So roaches seem to like bread. And worms. Little gudgeon. So we're about 10 minutes later, and it looks like it's moved about 2 hours in game. So I think time is a little bit slower than Russian Fishing 4. I don't know. What it feels like to me. And yes, I could have looked at that, asked Uncle Google, something like that, but figured I'd give it a try first. Looks like I've got sound still a little too low. You all aren't hearing them. All right, that looks like it's just picking up. The sound of the rod reeling to me is stupid anyway, so you're not missing much. I'm not seeing anything that indicates we need to eat or drink or anything like that. There's a crucian, but not big enough. We leveled up. Oh, we finished our daily quest there is what happened. Okay. I don't know what leveling gets us. Nothing. Another small crucian. Good crucian. Green crucian, 422 gram. We need 3 more crucians and 2 perches. Saw something about control. So M is map, left alt shows controller, or shows the cursor. Inventory, fish cage, flashlight, club panel. Doesn't look like there's any skills that I'm seeing. I'll have to look into that. Little silver bream. Okay, so that minimizes chat. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any sort of a skill system or anything like that. There may be, and I may be missing it. I do see the press F1 for help, so I may hit that here in a second and see. Decent Crucian. Shouldn't have cast back out. Yep, doesn't look like anything helpful there. Okay, so X will put a clip on. I hadn't seen that yet. Decent roach. So I got an angler token that can be obtained by completing quests. I don't know what it's used for. Well, there's our first perch, just barely big enough. Needed to be 269 grams, and that was a 272. Oh, and we need 2 kilos of it, it looks like. I misread that quest. All right, hold on just 1 second. I gotta pause for a second. I will be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that, folks. So I'm recording this on December 22nd, 2022, and there is a very big winter storm going through the US today. And I think some snow just fell off the roof of my house. I was kind of half frozen as well, too. So there was a weird sound outside, and it looks like a bunch of snow just fell off my roof. So just had to go check on what that was. Sounded like someone was kicking a window at the ground level of my house, but nope, it was just snow falling off onto the ground. We only got about 2 or 3 inches of snow, but it's been a very cold day. We have not been over 0 all day Fahrenheit. And we've had 30 to 50 mile an hour winds all day too. So wind chills in the 20 to 30 below 0 Fahrenheit. Probably very similar Celsius wind chills. So not been a good day. The dog is not exactly happy because we have not been able to go for a WALK today at all. He goes outside for about 3 minutes, for about 45 seconds early, and then he's ready to come in with frozen paws. So it's only gone for a minute or two. While I was up, I took care of something real quick too. So I want to get at least one more Crucian. Because if I'm reading it correctly, that means I get 112 silver. Looks like we got a fish on here. And I think it fell off. And it's back on. And so are both our float rods. Decent perch. Small Ricky Rudd. I think that was bit immediately and I missed it. Big old frog, 240 gram Kermit. Another Rudd. Good crucian. That should get us what we're looking for there. So we did just get 100 and something silver. Nice. I will take that. Another Rudd. And my catch net looks to be getting full. So let's come back over here to the fish trader. Another 6 silver, 6 in-game currency, whatever you want to call it. Don't think we're going to get the perch. Just because we're running out of time here. But we did get where we can buy some line. I'm just trying to decide what line I want. So there's 6, there's 8 kilo line. I think that's going to be what we want. That lines up with our feeder rod and shells. I don't think that's anything we want. I do want a leader because I can afford it. You want a bottom weight. Go with 25 gram. And go with the green bell. So does that get us everything we need to be able to put together our feeder rod? No, we still need another reel. Yeah, so we need another reel. How much does a reel cost? Can we even buy a reel? So a 7 kilo reel is 200 silver. It seems to be saying we have 2 for, oh, we've got one on our spin rod. Okay, I didn't think about that. I could take the reel off the spin rod, put it on the bottom rod, and then put another float rod out. I think that might be what I do if I continue here. I'm just looking at what our options are. So we can upgrade our fish tank for 50. Other than that, I'm not really seeing anything. I don't know what this is. Bigger fish tank again. So I would actually set it above it. Good job, Tucker. So I think that's going to wrap it up for at least the first look. Been fun. Definitely different things. I kind of like float fishing in this. I definitely want to try bottom fishing as well too for a little bit. So probably be at least one more episode. May not be tomorrow, maybe this weekend. But let me know what you thought. Hopefully Russian Fishing 4 comes back up and we're able to have some fun on that tomorrow. But other than that, hope you all have a good one. Hope you all be safe with what's going on with the weather. Hope you all have a good Christmas, bah humbugs, and all of that. And we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye now.